over 2 million viewers. How do you feel about the success of the show?
I feel like it was a perfect combination of a great creator doing some of her best work, and that being Courtney Kimpagbo, and no pun intended, the stars have aligned. In terms of the network that's sort of behind um, period shows, for them to actually take on a modern show is really different. And I don't necessarily think that we've reinvented a wheel, but I think that the brilliant participants that are pushing the button for this vehicle is what's made this very, very different. It's unique in the sense that the people behind it are really, really unique. So I'm extremely humbled that people want to see the show and the rest of my teammates, and that we've actually done something. I've been on TV prior, on TNT, and I kind of had this thought that going into Power that, I was sort of hesitant in terms of getting a level of excitement that I now am being asked to at least exude and be excited about it. And, the business is so fickle. And you guys are all going to understand the business from the corporate side, from the journalistic side, which was my major in college. And you'll learn, how fickle it all is, and this industry is no different, and TV is no different. So it's been quite humbling for me, for folks to actually like this at a cult level. It's really kind of incredible. It's hard because I kind of know where he's going next year. So it's sort of like asking me to it's like asking me to recite a song while another song is playing in my head, because I know where he's going. Some hints. It's got a lot to do with Simon Stern next year. We'll see a lot of Victor Garber, very talented Victor Garber, and Phyllis is probably aware that Tommy and Ghost are getting to that place where there seems to be a separation in the bromance, and I think that will continue. There'll be sort of a separation between the two in terms of the affairs of the heart. Phyllis will have to wait and see. It's really, you as an actor, you're constantly working. You're working from a place of the internal muscle that you guys all are able to see the result or the conclusion of when you watch it. When you're part of that humbling 2 million plus viewership. And so really just to work inside at the place that you imagine that a killer who doesn't necessarily want to kill, but has obviously a high level of intensity, definitely sleeps with one eye open. The clock is always ticking, tick-tock in his head, and the only time he really slows down is to be what I really wanted to bring to the character was the daddy in him. Not just the father, but the real daddy figure, which is very, very different. And I think, in my opinion, that what Courtney and I created in Ghost is really the only slowness to him is when he's around his kids or when he thinks about his kids. Everything else is a constant rapidity of thought and this internal clock that doesn't stop. And I think that once you create the world that he's created, he's sort of got to lay in the bed. I don't think he desires to be a killer, but in Omari is a large level of intensity. I'm a really passionate person, and no stranger to my versions of altercations in life. I wouldn't say with guns, but in other aspects. And so I'm bright enough to play the other side. As I said, I majored in something that would have taken me more of your route, and perhaps the people that are tweeting's route. So I think the combination of the two are in me enough where I didn't have to go far to find it, minus actually doing some methodical acting and practicing killing folks. I think Notori is spot on, and particularly towards the turn of season 1 into season 2, you're going to really be proud of the work that she's done and the way that she's upheld Tasha which societally and more specifically culturally to black people would be deemed as a bad Bonnie to Bonnie and Clyde. And I think that me being her brother figure in life as Omari and Notori prior to her booking this job, it sort of aided in maybe her levels of security and comfort in terms of going to those places. Even if she was a little hesitant about fully going there, you know, the big brother in me, the all balls out athlete in me was really, really big on telling her, you got it. You have the license to kill, unintended, or do whatever you need to do. Just go there. Because it's a rare character. We don't see a lot of black women, or just women in general, playing those characters that are equally as strong as they're deemed weak. They're equally strong. So I thought she did a great job.